Alright, it is finally time for the rank 5 Moleman introduction video. I've been waiting to do this for a very long time. I love Moleman so much. He's my favorite character by far, and I just love everything about this guy. And I just want to show you how powerful he is in this video. So of course this is just the introduction video, this is not the full showcase, but this is still just an absolutely crazy video. We have like 36-second boss fights, we have 1-minute gauntlet fights, we just have so much packed in this video, and it's just the introduction. So first let's start off with Battlegrounds, because I think that's a great like starting place, right? And we have this Gallon here, and keep in mind that this isn't like a regular science character that he's like known to be good for. This is literally Gallon, who's like a very annoying fight without a mystic counter, right? But Moleman is just gonna shred through him in like a very good amount of time. Because Moleman, he's so much more versatile than people think. Like, he can just do so many fights because of his pure raw damage, and it's just so underrated, man. I feel like he just is so underrated overall, especially after his fix, right? Because that's like the thing that really made people stray away from Moleman, but I feel like he's still a very powerful character. And that was like 46 seconds, man. That's just crazy good. Now we have this Mordo here, who is also not a science character. He has very annoying evade, he has Mystic Dispersion as well, and we're just gonna absolutely destroy him. It's a very fun fight. Of course, it's not the safest fight out there because, you know, Mystic Dispersion and like Moleman's Unstoppable triggers quite often, but it's still a very clean fight overall if you know what you're doing. Yeah, also, Mortal's Astral Evade gets countered by Moleman's Unstoppable parry, which is a very, very good mechanic that it's very underrated as well, I feel like. Yeah, there's just so much that Moleman does that's just very underrated. I'm going to go into it like later on in the video in some Act 8 paths. But yeah, Moleman, he's just like destroying this fight so far. It's going very good on his end. And we drop this heavy attack and that ends it in 46 seconds, which is a very, very good time, may I add. Now we have Absorbing Man. Okay, I know what you're thinking. How is he going to take Absorbing Man, right? Like, he's bleed immune in one of his forms. He has a massive region that's like hard to counter. Like, how am I going to do it? How is he going to do it? Well, this will just show you the versatility of Moleman, because he can do so many surprising things that people just don't even realize, right? And that's what I love about the character. He's just so versatile. He works in so many matchups that like don't seem good for him, but he just still does it very, very well. So yeah, this Absorbing Man, we're just gonna try to burst him down as fast as possible, and it goes pretty well. Like, I think this is a pretty good fight overall. I need to remember that he reduces unstoppable duration though, so like him hitting to my block is kind of useless and just feeds him even more power. But yeah, this fight is going pretty well so far. We're almost like at the finish line already, which is very, very good, may I add. But yeah, you just want to like heavy attack him to interrupt his forms. Moleman's heavy attack isn't that like good reach wise, but it still gets the job done, you know. And yeah, he's unstoppable now, which is kind of scary, but we just drop the unblockable SV2 and then that just ends it for us. That was about a 59-second fight, which for Absorbing Man with a non-science character, 59 seconds is phenomenal in my opinion. Now we have the Overseer here. This is a standard science matchup, but it's like a beefy health Overseer, right? Like, Overseer, a very tanky boy, so he has a lot of health for sure. But Moleman's just gonna rip through him very, very fast. What I like doing here is I like going for 3 parries, just so I can like not have to worry about heavy attacking quite often. I can just, you know, do my whole burst rotation. But yeah, that's what I like doing with Moleman. In like a lower rank Moleman, like a rank 3 one, you might want to do like just 5 heavies to get 20 frenzy charges. A rank 4, probably 4 heavy attacks. I think it just scales with rank. Speaking of scaling with rank, Moleman is one of those characters where like every rank matters. You'll feel such a big difference if he's like rank 4. Rank 5, that's up to you, right? Like rank 5 your favorite character. Don't just rank 5 anyone that like a YouTuber tells you to, right? But I think he is a very, very solid rank 5 candidate. And that was like a 30-something second fight. I like lost count, I'm sorry. But yeah, now we have this rank 4 spot, which is a very, very interesting fight, because look at this. He's gaining so many spot charges. He has 2 spots already, and we did 2 heavy attacks, right? But then we wait this out, right? And we're just gonna try to burst him down after we like interrupt his special attack, so we can disable the spots for a little bit at least. But yeah, here we disable the spots, so we can just go in, just try to burst him down now while we can before he goes untouchable. So there he gets 2 more spot charges. He's almost untouchable, but we drop the SP2, and then the bleed will do its work. So yeah, that was about 40 seconds for that spot there, and that's just very, very impressive. Now we have the Gauntlet. I want to save some fights for the full-on showcase. I'm just going to do 2 fights here. We have Dr. Doom and we have MODOK. So Dr. Doom is you're just gonna see how crazy this fight is. We go for our standard like heavy attack start, and then we can just enter frenzy immediately. Then we take 2 hits, and it did hurt us, of course, but the thing with Mole Man is the lower your health is, the more damage you do. So we're gonna just start doing crazy damage as our health goes lower, and that's what I love about Mole Man. Mole Man is such a good quester because like he scales off a lower health. So like when you quest and you lose health, like for sure you're gonna benefit off of it, like because of Mole Man's signature ability. So I think it's a great signature ability to invest into if you want. And like Battlegrounds won't be as useful because like, you know, if you're at low health in Battlegrounds, you're gonna lose a lot of points, right? But in questing, it's very, very good. But you can just see we were just absolutely bursting this guy down. He is just melting fast from the bleeds, and we are just doing a ton of critical damage as well. It's going very, very well. And we're about to drop to SP2 again, and then that'll be it for this fight, which is just crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. He's so fast, and like every matchup he does, I feel like it is quite insane. But yeah, he's almost down. We just need to do like one more combo, and then that'll be it. But yeah, this fight just went like perfectly, in my opinion. It just went like so well. And that was about a 1 minute fight for this Gauntlet Dr. Doom, who is a very, very annoying fight overall. Now we have Gauntlet MODOK, and this one is a bit interesting, right? Because people always say that his nerf just ruined him, right? And like he couldn't take auto block or evade matchups, and I mean that's just not true. He does it just fine. He does his matchup just fine, right? It's just all about control. You have to control your like monster mass now, right? You have to stay at a certain threshold, and you just need to like make sure that you don't go above like 6 or you don't go above 10, right? Because if you get to 6 and you take a block hit, you trigger frenzy, and that will like remove it, right? And if you go above 10, you'll just lose it automatically, right? So you need to just play around that, and then once you do that, you'll be completely fine. You can just control the fight with your true accuracy. So I feel like it's like, of course the nerf did hurt Mole Man, obviously, right? Like because he had his massive burst damage and his true accuracy at the same time, but he just now is a hybrid character. Like you can have a split between his true accuracy or his like massive burst damage. And to be honest, you can still do this fight in the burst damage like mode, of course, but it's more safe this way, of course. But like it's like pick, like, you know, pick whatever you want, right? But for me, I just wanted to play it safe here because you know what, the 1 minute Gauntlet Doom fight to show you just like how good he is as a burst character. So yeah, I feel like there's like not much to prove on that spectrum, but here this is all about control, just like controlling the auto block, making sure that he just never triggers it, and then we're just fine, right? So yeah, this fight's going pretty well so far. It's just a control fight, right? We're just like controlling this guy. He's going down for sure, right? Like we have increased critical damage as well because we're at low health. So like a low health Mole Man still does some pretty great damage even like without frenzy, because you know he just has a ton of critical damage increase, and his attack rating gets increased as well while he's unstoppable. So yeah, it's just going very, very well for us so far. And like Mole Man is just so clean with the intercepts, man. It's just so fun to intercept with him. I just love this character, man. I just love this character so much. I can talk about him all day. I cannot wait for the full-on showcase where it's to be like an hour or something. That'll be so much fun to record. But yeah, like the fight's almost done here. I can just trigger frenzy if I want to, just because like the fight's almost over pretty much. So yeah, I just go for it here. But you're gonna see that frenzy does fail because of Hard Knock Life, which just, it's annoying, right? But like it is what it is. And that was about a 2 minute fight for that Gauntlet MODOK, which isn't bad at all in my opinion. If you thought that Gauntlet Doom fight was insane, just check out like all these path fights, man. It is absolutely unreal how fast he is in Act 8. I feel like he is the king of Act 8, at least the skill paths, because oh my gosh, this dude is absolutely berserk in Act 8. Like the average fight time for my Mole Man fights in Act 8 were probably around like 30 seconds. I know I had a lot of 20-second ones. I think I even had like a 19-second one at one point when I was in exploration. So yeah, it's just like absolutely unreal. This guy is just absolutely insane for Act 8. And yeah, it is just so much fun. Look at this SP2. It just goes absolutely crazy. And also, we can just block the unblockable as well, because that's Mole Man's very secret but valuable ability. And there you go, just a 29-second fight there. Now we have this yellow jacket, which will probably be like the same time as well. It is just absolutely unreal. Like he is perfect for this lane because it has the Crimson Rage node where like you go unstoppable, or the opponent goes unstoppable, but it doesn't trigger if they have a bleed effect. And also has this unblockable node, which Mole Man just completely counters because he just blocks unblockable. He just doesn't care about unblockable. So yeah, it's just so fun with this guy. He just does so much damage in such a fast amount of time, and he just like is berserk for these nodes. And that was just like that was 28 seconds. It went even lower, right? Now we have the Sorcerer Supreme, which is just, this fight is insane. This fight is just actually insane. 17k median right off the bat. It is what it is, right? Unstoppable is blocked out. We have the unblockable to worry about, but no, we don't, because we can just block it immediately. Then we drop the SP2 here, and then that ends the fight. How am I supposed to make a showcase if the fights are like 20 seconds? How can I like make it? Like, it's gonna be such a short showcase. Literally 20 seconds on the dot right there. It is just absolutely insane. Now we have this escalating assault node where like they go unblockable every couple seconds, but guess what? Mole Man just counters that ASAP. So yeah, no big deal there. Also has foresight, so we can just do a lot of damage like on the intercepts. And Mole Man, of course, has his unstoppable intercept, which is a very easy way to get an intercept in. So yeah, no need to like be good at the game or anything, right? You can just, trigger the unstoppable hit and then just like counteract it, and then that's an intercept apparently. So yeah, pretty fun time overall. But yeah, Mole Man, just the king of Act 8. He is so fast in these paths, man. Like literally 20 to 30 seconds for each one. It's just quite crazy. I mean, it goes up to like 35 seconds, I would say, but anything past that is just a bit unusual for him. That was 32 seconds, of course, so that's not bad at all. Now we have this Diablo here, and I need to mention, of course, that like this is a rank 5, of course, right? So like we're gonna do a lot of damage, obviously, right? But even a rank 4 one should do like 30, 35, 36 seconds on that fight. Like he scales very, very well with like increased attack rating, but even a rank 4, rank 3 is still very good at exploring Act 8, I would say. It just like really helps him to have like a higher rank because his damage just scales like that. And that was just, while I was talking there, the fight's over. That was 27 seconds. Like I don't even know, man. Now we have this right back at it lane, and it also has skill wrath. So this is a bleed immune fight pretty much, because we can't really bleed him reliably because we have to heavy attack often. But you're gonna still see the damage output is still insane here, and we still get like 30-second fights. Like, it's just so hard to stop this guy. You can't really stop this guy at all, if I'm being honest, right? But yeah, we dropped the SB2 here, and it's a pretty nice SB2. Like, his yellow numbers are so good, right? Like, he feels like a bleeder, but he's honestly like a hybrid character. He does both great yellow numbers and great bleed damage overall. He's just like a very good mix of both. And yeah, that was about a 32-second fight, I want to say. Yeah, 33 seconds. Which for a bleed immune fight pretty much is still very, very good. Like that's still quite a great time. This Loki, same shenanigans, just bleed immune, It is what it is though. We have our big yellow numbers to fall back on. So yeah, it's just a very fun time. Yeah, I just don't know how to stop this guy, right? Like I feel like he was just made for Act 8 pass. Like they designed the pass for him to be the best option. I think that's just how it is. Like he is so fast for these paths. I don't think anyone can compete with him in these paths. Like it is absolutely unreal. But yeah, drop that combo, and that was about a 30-second fight, I want to say. Yeah, 33 seconds again. I have no words for this boss fight. I just have absolutely zero words for this boss fight. This is just utter insanity. You thought 30-second path fights were good? How about a 36-second boss fight? Like, it is just absolutely unreal. So yeah, check this out. I might make this a separate video, to be honest, because this is just like, this is too good to be true, I feel like. But we go for the intercept there. Now we have an increased attack rating due to like the Fury node that we get from the Unstoppable. And we're just going berserk now, right? Like she's playing passive, that doesn't matter. We're still doing a ton of damage. It's just a very fun time. We're almost out of frenzy, but we can just, drop the heavy attack there, and then we're just chilling. Go for the intercept again so we can get the slow up. And by the way, Mole Man with his easy intercepts is perfect for this node because it requires an intercept of sorts. So yeah, just a very fun time. We go for the heavy attack counter there, and then that's it. That was an Act 8 boss in 36 seconds. I just don't know what to say, man. He is just that good. He is just that good. And now I have this fight, which is just also like just as good. This is the 8.2 Scorpion boss, who has that one node where like you get increased attack rating if you counter their evade. Also has an unblockable node, which by the way, Mole Man just counters because he can just block he can block all types of unblockable, right? So it doesn't even matter for him. But yeah, this fight is very fun. I played it terribly though. I just took a lot of damage just from like getting intercepted and just other sources. Like right there, we lose our monster mask because we blocked the unblockable hit while not in frenzy. He goes for it again. I just get clipped there, and then I get intercepted, like, right now, I think. I just get intercepted here. So, yeah, not the best start, but now we have a lot of Furies from countering the evade, and, yeah, we're just hitting for some massive yellow numbers now, so we can just go for a heavy attack. We just enter Frenzy now. He evades that. We take some burst damage, but now we're doing 63,000 on the first hit, and then 80-something thousand on the second hit, which is just absolutely unreal. And now he has Unblockable, but we just block it because we don't care. We're Mole Man. And then we just go for a combo, and that ends the fight in 48 seconds. So, yeah, just absolutely insane. And that's going to be it for this Mole Man introduction video. Let me know your thoughts on Mole Man. I think this guy is just crazy on all accounts. He has insane burst damage. His utility is phenomenal. He has a lot of like quirky things that he can do that like you don't even realize, like the blocking unblockable, and just like everything else that he does is just so good. His damage is just insane. He's like crazy for Battlegrounds, Act 8. Just literally any piece of content he's crazy good for. Like in Alliance War as well. Oh my gosh. I wish I had him rank 5 for Alliance War, but I didn't like last season. But maybe this season I'll record some gameplay. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on Mole Man, and that's about it for me.